Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pamper and Stamper. My name is Jackie Vandersar Boot, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in both Canada and the Netherlands. Today is Wednesday, and that means it's time for stamping through my stash. I like to ink up every stamp set that I own. It just makes me feel better about my purchases. But the reason I encourage you to do so is because there's a 3-month guarantee on your stamp sets and on your dies. So you want to find out as soon as possible if they are up to what you expected. Sometimes, every once in a great while, a die won't cut properly or a stamp won't stamp properly. It's rare, but you want to know because then you can get it replaced with absolutely no hassle. Stampin' Up! Is an amazing company that stands behind their products, but fair is fair. So, today we are going to be looking at In the Grove. And In the Grove is a stamp set with 5 stamps. And when you just look at it, you think, well, it's all right. But wait till you see the dies. So there is this one and this one. And this one cuts out the mountains. This one just does a shape. This one cuts out the meadow die. This one cuts out the tree. I'll put it right in here. Then this one cuts out the fox. I'll put that in beside. And then there's a tiny little squirrel and a tiny little rabbit. So between the stamps and the dies, you've got something really beautiful. Let me show you. Here is the little squirrel. And here's part of that die cut apart. And then here is the mountains. See this one? That is this one right here. I don't really feel like cutting it out again. And then I just sponged it a little bit. So it's really, really awesome. It's fun. And here you can see the fox die cut. All right. So let's do the stamping. We're just going to move those all out of the way. And now we need the big eye block. And we'll do the mountains first. So you want to put that on like so. And then we're going to ink it up in boho blue. And I'm going to turn this piece of paper sideways. And I'm cheating, okay? This is just a sample, so I've done another one on the back of this already. That's not really cheating. That's just using your resources. So here is the boho blue mountains. There. And then if you just move it over a little bit and stamp again, you will get a deeper scene of more mountains in the background. Okay, so that's that one. Now, we're going to do the meadow scene here. I'm going to do that in Old Olive. And again, I will do this. I'm overlapping the mountains a little bit so that you get this really cool scene, right? Now, let's see. Oh yeah, here's a block. I was looking for just the right size block for the trees. We're going to put some trees over beside the mountains here. You see how we have a nice scene? If I stamp again, we've got, look at that. Isn't that great? Now, we've got the fox. And I think I want to do the fox in copper clay, and I wouldn't mind trimming him up a little bit more. Okay, so I've got copper clay, and I'm going to stamp him off, I think. So let's just give him a little stamp here. And no, he wants to, I'm going to do full strength over here. He's going to be standing in the foreground. And then here, let's just stamp them off so you can see what that looks like. That looks great too. And then there's one stamp left, and this is kind of like a little floral stamp. I can't find a block. Okay, take that one off. And I'm just going to do that, I think, in Fresh Freesia. Give it a little bit of a light touch. And we're just going to see this as a little bit of an abstract wild meadow. You don't want to do too many of these, otherwise it looks messy. I even think it looks maybe a bit messy now. I find this a very difficult stamp to work with. There. And maybe just in a brown would have been better. I don't know. You could play with it, but I'm really happy with the scene. I was happy with it till I did that, and then it looks like a toddler got in and messed it up. So I think I need to play with that a little bit to see how it works best. Now, I want to show you another card. Where did I put it? It had all the layers. Oh yeah, here it is. I have an Instagram video and also a short video on YouTube on how I made this card. So I've die cut all the things and then I layered them on a piece of white. And after I had them all layered, then I cut them out with the decal rectangle die. And then it makes it like that the dies are a part of the card and they're not floating, which I think it turned out really well. And then the paper that I used is called Thoughtful Journey. So we're going to use that to make our card today. This is the paper. Oops, you can see I've used some of it. So let's take a look. We're going to use this die here. And what I did to make this card and a whole layer of them is I used 2 stitch circle dies, one on this side and one on that side, to make these little pieces. And it just makes for a really great focal point. And then if you want, you can also add a saying here or a saying there, however you want, or you can leave it plain and put the saying in the inside. So I thought that was kind of cool. But I've cut this piece of paper to card front size. This is going to get popped up over top. And we're going to put it on a piece of a thick white card base. And I've trimmed this just a little bit smaller. Let's do that for a minute. So you can really make quick and easy cards with this die set, Stampin' die set. Oh, this is almost empty. I think they make wonderful thinking of you or sympathy cards. You know, we go to nature when we're sad. We go to nature when we're happy too. There. And then I'm just going to, you could lay it flat and that looks nice too, but I think that if you pop it up, you get more of a, I mean, you know what? You could use regular dimensionals, but I'm going to use these adhesive foam strips. If you wanted to go and it wasn't a sympathy card, you could make it a shaker card. And look at that. I shed like a dog. I'm always amazed that I still have hair on my head at the end of the day. Gerard is the vacuum cleaner in our house, and the thing literally gets clogged sometimes with my hair. Now, mind you, we have, his daughter lives with us too, Chantal. She's 19. And that girl has a mane of hair, oh my word, beautiful. Goes all the way down her waist. Thick, wavy hair. So yeah, between the two of us, Gerard's got his hands full with vacuuming up hair. And then Bailey, but Bailey doesn't shed. Bailey's a Shih Tzu. And then, okay, I'm going to stand up for this. So you just hover over top of your card. There. And then again, you could leave it just like that, or you can add a saying like this. Cancer sucks. Or you're not alone. I kind of like the you're not alone here. I think that's the worst feeling that people can have, that they are alone. So what I'm going to do is put a dimensional on the one side and then a little bit of liquid adhesive on the other. And then we can put it on. And this saying and all these other ones are from Courage, I think what's it called? Comforting Thoughts. So then to get this to stick, you could lay, well, you know what? I'm just going to put a block on it for a minute. put a block on it, and then it'll won't weigh it down too much. But that is just such an easy, stunning card. So I'm going to, if you're watching this on YouTube, then I'm going to put the links for everything that I used are in the description, so you can shop with me in Canada. That would really make me happy. This is my business, so I need you. You can also become a channel member, not just a subscriber, but a member to get special perks. That's a great way to support your favorite artists. Okay, just by being a member, there's different levels that you can choose which give different perks. Just click on the join now in the description. It's right under the video. Don't worry, nothing crazy is going to happen. It will just give you the options, and then you can decide yes or no, and you can quit at any time. So I would love to have you join. I'd love to spoil you and give you a little bit more time with the Pampered Stamper in the community tab. All right, let's have a look. There, it's perfect. How nice is that? All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a super day. I hope I've inspired you. And you know what? I should maybe show you just a sec. I'm going to show you that stamp set. I've used this stamp set a fair bit in the last while, but this might be the first time that you're out visiting my channel. So here it is. Lots of great words, you know. This, I think everybody needs to have this stamp set. Sadly, you know, there's a lot of grief in the world, and we need happy mail. We need comforting thoughts. So, and you know what? Sometimes we get really awkward about when people are going through a hard time because we don't know what to say. Well, guess what? I don't have all the right words to say. I'm just here for you. So that's just that there is no good card for this. So we've taken the hard part out of it. So anyway, that's it for today. Have a super day. Thank you for being here. Bye.